Yeah, guys, welcome back to Keels. And yes, I've now got, I'm back for another Transfer Daily, of course. And we've got some real interesting transfer news coming out today. To be honest with you, there is a lot coming out. We're going to be talking about, of course, Chelsea wanting to sign Frankie de Jong, Newcastle putting bids for James Maddison so that way he can sign from Leicester, and Kasper Schmeichel is going to be leaving to Nice from Leicester. So yeah, we're going to be talking about a little bit, quite a bit about Leicester City today as well. But yeah, we're going to be talking about. But first, we're going to be talking about Chelsea winning Frankie de Jong. And, as a Manchester United fan, he's quite a bit of a pain in the arse that, of course, Chelsea do want Frankie de Jong. I mean, look, it pains me to say, but at the moment, Chelsea are more of an attraction than Manchester United are to, of course, be able to want to sign Frankie de Jong. So it's going to be a hard one. But yeah, get your comments in, guys, as well. Hello, Jake Mansfield. Guys, get your comments in. It's interesting, but look, Manchester United, it's going to be really embarrassing if we cannot get this De Jong signing done. Like, we need to be signing De Jong this transfer window. It's honestly not good at all if we can't get this deal done after we've been going at this deal for months and months and months now. So, look, we really need this De Jong deal to happen, or we're in quite a bit of trouble coming into the season. I mean, I already, as a Manchester United fan, don't have much hope for this season. To be honest with you, I don't have much hope for this season at all as a Manchester United fan going into it. But if De Jong signs for Chelsea, then we are honestly screwed if we can't get this deal done, and it'll be an embarrassment for the owners and Richard Arnold and everyone, really, to be honest with you. I mean, we 100% should have moved on from this. I mean, I was speaking to football journalist Ryan Taylor yesterday, and he said, we've been on this deal too long now. And he did say that De Jong would probably be more likely to prefer to go to someone like Chelsea, and that news has actually come out today. But how good would this deal be for Chelsea if they get De Jong? De Jong's one of the best centre midfielders in the world, so this deal would be absolutely fantastic for Chelsea if this deal happens. Of course it will, to be honest with you. So, I mean, if Chelsea get it done, then, they're definitely, of course, building on... they're of course building on something, wanting to get that top. Well, they're of course in a good position to try and be putting on as much pressure on Manchester City and Liverpool as possible. To be honest with you, so I mean, big fair play to them if they get this deal done, because it'd be absolutely massive for Chelsea if they do end up signing De Jong. To be honest with you, but do I think De Jong will go to Chelsea? I don't think this deal will happen. I don't think this will happen. I think he will end up staying at Barcelona. I can't see United signing him. I can't see Chelsea signing him. I think De Jong's come out and even said himself that his priority this summer is to, of course, be staying at Barcelona. So I see De Jong staying at Barcelona. I mean, it is his main priority. I mean, of course, like Xavi's come out and said he sees him as a centre midfielder. Whether De Jong ends up liking it, I don't know. And you never know. Like if he doesn't get what he wants, then he might want to go. But I don't know. We will of course have to see. But this, in my opinion, it's going to be really interesting. And Frankie de Jong's been a big headline throughout this whole transfer window. I mean, like United, we of course agreed a deal with de Jong, and it looks like it's not happening now. Like. And now Chelsea look to hijack the whole deal. So, yeah, that's not really looking too good for United. Yes, also Kasper Schmeichel to Nice. Yeah, Kasper Schmeichel wants that transfer to Nice. I believe, from what I saw, he's going to a medical today. So, if that deal happens, it's absolutely huge. It's absolutely huge for Nice if it happens. Kasper Schmeichel's a very good goalkeeper, but in a Leicester City perspective, this deal is absolutely horrible. If if it doesn't happen it's absolutely horrible if Kasper Schmeichel leaves. Leicester are yet to sign anybody this transfer window. This transfer window for Leicester is not going good at all. So that Leicester really need to buck up their ideas and improve on a load of things in this transfer window, because they're not going to this season. A load of teams have improved, a load of teams are pouring signings. So those teams that they can possibly competing, like at the moment, they're kind of like trying to compete for top 8, have strengthened. So and unless they haven't done anything, that it looks like they're losing Kasper Schmeichel, a big part to their defence and in goal and stuff. And they also look to be losing James Maddison as well. It looks to be Jamie Vardy's last season at Leicester, I heard, as well. So that affects next season. Yeah, it's overall for Leicester City, it's not exactly a great. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. That's all to say, really. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe if you're new as well, guys. But yeah, Leicester City, it's not exactly looking too good for them if they can't get that. If they can't get any deals done. Leicester are a team that needs to be getting these deals done. Especially like last season wasn't exactly great for them either. So like they're a team that, loads of people are hoping to strengthen. Their fans are going to be really disappointed with how this transfer window is going for them, of course, because it's not good enough. I mean, personally, I think Brendan Rodgers should have got sacked. I don't think he's the man for the job for Leicester City anymore, personally. So it's quite a bit of a bummer for Leicester that they're, of course, going to be losing Kasper Schmeichel to Nice. As it looks like, I think it now depends on, does James Maddison want to stay at Leicester, or does he actually want that Newcastle move? Because, if it was me and I could choose Leicester, Newcastle, I'd choose Newcastle any day of the week. They're actually, it looks like to me they're actually building something. They're actually building on something. Leicester kind of in the mud at the moment. So yeah, it looks to be a real struggle of a transfer window for Leicester City at the moment, to be honest with you. And, something really needs to change for them. Something really needs to change for them. They need signings as soon as possible. It all does say that Kasper Schmeichel is going to be going in for an interview today, it looks like. So yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good.
West Ham are in talks of signing Burnley winger Maxwell Cornet. Don't really know what to say about that, but I don't really think he's really needed at West Ham. I don't think West Ham really do need him. There's also talks on Marc Cucurella. He's either going to City or Chelsea, I think. It came out yesterday, I think, that he might be wanting to go to Chelsea instead, Marc Cucurella. So that's a real interesting one. What's going to happen with Cucurella and him, of course, wanting to. Well, with that whole situation, Cucurella's also actually been quite a big highlight throughout this transfer window as well, actually. So it's going to be real interesting seeing what happens in that perspective with Marc Cucurella, of course. But yeah, De Jong, that whole situation, I honestly just don't know at the moment. Jota signed a new contract for Liverpool. That's, of course, I mean, I don't know why he's done that. I don't know why the Liverpool bringing new signings. He's just a bench kind of really good, like super sub Jota, but like I thought he'd be a player that wants the game time. So I don't know why he signed a new contract for Liverpool, because I just can't see him ever getting game time at Liverpool, Diego Jota. So I don't think it's the best deal for Jota at all, in my opinion. Personally, I don't think it's a great deal for Jota, and he should 100% just move on. Sevilla are interested in Bailly and Alex Telles, the two Manchester United defenders. What are my thoughts on this? My thoughts on this are like, I reckon. I mean, I kind of want Bailly to stay at United for a bit, kind of backup centre back. Tellez, he's kind of like a third choice left back now, isn't he? Since that signing Malaysia, I can't. Well, at the moment, I actually kind of rate Malaysia more than Alex Tellez. So, like, I think Shaw's Man United's number one left back. Malaysia is number two left back, and Tellez is number three left back. So, yeah, that's my opinion. I think Tellez can go, but I definitely keep Bailly. I keep Bailly, but Bailly, like, does Bailly want game time? Because he won't get it, but, it's his fault for just being too injury prone. I mean, we could have had something with Bailly, but he's too much of an injury prone player, so we don't actually know what's going to happen with Bailly because he's injury prone. So, yeah, that's of course the thing, though, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's quite a lot of news coming out today, to be honest with you. There is actually a lot of news coming out today. So it's actually looking really interesting with the news coming out today. There is a lot happening with the whole Jong situation, the Casper Schmeichel, I was about to call him Schmeichel, Casper, with the Casper Schmeichel situation with James Madison, Newcastle bidding for him. I mean, it looked like apparently they bidded 40 million for him. I reckon it might take like, I don't know, 60 million if Newcastle want him. I reckon Leicester would send for like 60 million James Madison, possibly 70 million if they really want to send. But is James Madison really worth that much? Probably not. No. Yeah, Casper Schmeichel, that deal's 100% happening, him going to Nice. I don't know why, though. I don't know why he'd go to Nice over Leicester. I mean, he'll kind of lose a bit of relevancy if he does, in my opinion, anyway. Manchester United wants Seco. No, yeah, Seco, I think. Yeah, that's how you say his name. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Yes, it's looking really interesting today. I'm gonna try and find a bit more transfer news, and then I'll bring it to a whole the video to a whole. But yeah, Chelsea in advanced Cucurella talks. Yeah, I think City, of course, wanting Cucurella, but I think Cucurella's head's wanting to move to Chelsea. I think that's where his head's at right now. Cucurella, it's at Chelsea. It's him wanting to move to Chelsea. So I think if Chelsea can sign Jong and Cucurella, I think that'd be a solid transfer window for them there. Obviously, Chelsea, this transfer window, are really looking to strengthen their defense. But personally, will Cucurella 100% get the game time? I don't know. That's what I personally think. But that's the thing. I personally think he should stay at Brighton or something. Or I think a better move would be to go to Manchester City for him. I think for him, the better moves Manchester City. They've recently sold Manchester City. They've recently sold their starting left back, Zinchenko. So I personally rate Cucurella over Zinchenko. So I think it'd be an upgrade for City if they do sign Cucurella. I think City should be on this deal, wanting Mark Cucurella. I think they really should be, but I honestly just don't know why. I mean, some players, I honestly don't get their decisions, such as Jota wanting to sign another contract at Liverpool, such as Cucurella rather than go to Chelsea over City. You get more game time at City. I don't know why I'm flapping around this ruler, but you get more game time at City 100%. So, yeah, I think that's a bit of a weird one. That is a weird one. Manchester United are looking to ship 6 of their out of favour defenders before the transfer window closes. Manchester United are looking to sell 6 defenders. So far, that's Alex Tellez, Phil Jones, and Eric Bailly. Phil Jones is in talks with DC United at the moment. Fulham needs a new centre back. Chelsea's wait, no. Don't need to read that one. 50 million for. Wait, no, hang on. Wait, yes, it looks like Chelsea are willing to pay 50 million for Marc Cucurella as well. Napoli are in talks to loan Kepa from Chelsea as well. That will be interesting if it happens. That will 100% be interesting if it happens. But yeah, guys, get in the chat on your thoughts on just random transfer news, which is of course coming out as well. Of course, get in the live chats and your thoughts on transfer news, which is of course going on at the moment and stuff. So yeah, get in the live chat, and you guys can also have your say, get involved as well. Yeah, any transfer news you want to speak about, then yeah, get in the chat and we will talk about the news, of course. But yeah, get in the live chat though, guys, and then we will be able to. Yeah. Right. Let me just try and get out some more transfer news, and then we will officially be able to see. Yeah, right. So Madison to Newcastle, how will this affect them? I think if Newcastle can get that Madison deal over the line, then I think that's actually massive for Newcastle. I think it'll be very good for James Madison as well. I think it will help him a lot if he does get that move to Newcastle. I think he'll have, I don't know, I think he'll have a very good future at Newcastle. He'll definitely be a real, I reckon if Madison goes to Newcastle, I have a feeling he'll be the most important player there if Madison does go to Newcastle. He will get paid a solid amount of money if he does go there. So yeah, I think it's I personally think it'd be a massive deal if, of course, if Madison does end up going to Chelsea, not Chelsea, if Madison does end up going to Newcastle. It would definitely help them strengthen that midfield. They've got the money as well. I mean, in a few years' time, I reckon Newcastle will 100% be up there. I mean, possibly, I don't know, this season, I reckon around 8th they could finish. I mean, they're not looking too bad in the transfer window going into it at the moment. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. First Visual says, Cucurella, great addition to Chelsea. Yeah. I think it 100% will be. I think it definitely will be. I mean, would he be starting? Well, would he be starting week in, week out? Because, I think Cucurella, if he went to Man City, that would definitely. I think he'd definitely be like City's main choice of. I think he'd definitely be Man City's main choice of left back. Now Zinchenko's gone. But yeah, I think Chelsea would use him well as well. I 100% think Chelsea would use him well as well. But personally, I think that Cucurella would be better suited at Man City, though. Even though, I hate Man City, but if we're just talking non-biased perspective, I think it'd be a real good deal. It'd be a really good deal for City. Also Chelsea though as well. But yeah, I think, Frankie de Jong, it's either United, Chelsea, or staying at Barcelona. To be honest with you, it's either United, Chelsea, or he stays at Barcelona. So that's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen there. Though. I don't know. Frank, the whole De Jong situation, in my opinion, I honestly don't know what's going to happen with it. I cannot tell you. To be honest with you, it's kind of all over the place. To be honest with you. Xavi said he doesn't know if he's going to stay or not. He said a lot can happen. So is he kind of hinting at a move there? Is he? I mean, Ten Hag seems confident to get this De Jong deal over the line. To be honest with you, we're not moving on from him. So yeah, United, we're not moving on from him. So clearly they believe they're onto something. Ten Hag, I think, believes he's onto something. Or surely he would have said, "Oh no, let's just go on. Let's try and get that Ruben Neves deal, that Yuri Tillemans deal." Even though that's the downgrade of those massive from De Jong to Tillemans or Neves. Even though I am a fan of both of those players, but it's a massive downgrade as well though. Arsenal news as well. Dave, of course, Arteta said, yeah, he wants new signings. He still wants to bring in new players for Arsenal. So, they look to still be active. So far, Arsenal, they've signed Gabriel Jesus and they've also signed Zinchenko from Man City. So they do that. Arteta has said that he does want to be more active in this transfer window. So It's going to be interesting to see what happens there with Arsenal and their transfer window, of course, as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. I am 100% looking forward to seeing what they do, of course. As they're just going on there, they're trying to increase their top 4 hopes, of course. But with Man United, the thing which is frustrating to me is like we're not moving on from this De Jong deal. We're not moving on from this Anthony deal. We're not moving on from those deals. We're not looking at any other options. Fabrizio Romano's come out and said that our plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, Frankie De Jong for that centre midfield role. And I assume that's probably also the same thing for Anthony as well, for a winger. I personally think if we can't sign, I think if we can't sign Anthony, I mean, I personally think that we should be bringing up Garnacho to the starting team or like have him on the bench for a bit. But like that does make me think if that does happen, though, it does make me think if it does happen, would it affect Garnacho if he doesn't always get that game time, though? That's the thing. That is the thing. But yeah, guys, get in the live chat. We've got a few people on the stream now, so just get in the live chat. Thoughts on any transfer news, of course. Get in the live chat. Yeah. That's yes, of course. What are your thoughts on a possible Cristiano Ronaldo exit from Man United? I personally don't think he's going to go this summer anyway. I think he's going to stay. I've been checking up on a lot of stuff and to do with that Cristiano Ronaldo situation. It looks like he's going to stay. It does look like he's going to stay now. I don't know where else Ronaldo would go, but like I was talking to a football journalist yesterday, Ryan Taylor from the Daily Express and stuff. He's got a decent following on Twitter as well. So feel free to go and check that interview out as well, guys. Feel free to check my interview out with Ryan Taylor, which I of course did yesterday in my Transfer Daily. So feel free to check that out as well, guys. After this, of course. But yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, I see him staying. I hope he does as well. I hope he does. It's 100% best that he does stay. Well, for United anyway, it's definitely best that he stays for us. But like, I don't think he likes the fact that we're going to be playing in the Europa League next season. I honestly don't think that he likes that at all. I mean, obviously not. He's like one of the best players in the world, and he has to play in the Europa League next season. But yeah, I hope he stays. He obviously wants to go, but I don't know where else he's going to go. I mean, from what I've been reading, it looks like he's been forced to stay. But yeah, it's a real weird situation. I mean, there's a load of weird situations with Manchester United at the moment. Like, are we going to sign De Jong? And that situation has been going on for ages. He doesn't want the move, but Barcelona kind of just want him out. Cristiano Ronaldo, he wants to leave Manchester United, but it looks like we're forcing him to stay. So, it's a real weird one. Yeah, it is a real weird one. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna quickly get some more news. Let's quickly see. Any more news, of course, coming up at the moment. I assume we are going to see something that Newcastle puts in another bid for Madison at some point. I can't really see Newcastle giving up on that James Madison deal just yet. I see them going for it still. Bernard Leno is going through a medical at Fulham. For Fulham wise, like Bernard Leno, that's a solid goalkeeper for Fulham. I mean, obviously Ramsdale's come into Arsenal, where he went into Arsenal. He's of course taken over that spot as number 1 Arsenal goalkeeper. So, I mean, why wouldn't Leno want out? I mean, of course he would. But Fulham, I don't know. I mean, he could easily be a Championship goalkeeper this time next year. Bernard Leno, if he goes there, but there might be something in the contract if he does want to. If he does, of course, want to. If they do get relegated, he has to stay in the Premier or go elsewhere in a high league. But I'd never really rated Bernard Leno, though. I'm not going to lie. I've never really rated him. Not at all. I've rated him. I have not rated him one bit, to be honest with you. But I think he's kind of that kind of level, like bottom tier Premier League level. And he'll be a solid backup goalkeeper for like a team like Arsenal, of course. Like he's already backup goalkeeper for them, but it's definitely a great addition for a team like Fulham, though, 100%. But yeah, guys, I'll probably be back around 1 p.m. as well. This time tomorrow, 1 p.m. tomorrow for my Premier League predictions. Probably go live for that, so we can also hear you guys in the chat as well, what you guys have to say about your Prem predictions and everything. So that should be interesting. 1 p.m. tomorrow, be here for the Prem predictions. That'd be cool. I'll also be back later tonight for Cambridge versus Millwall in the first round of the Carabao Cup. As well, that should be good. So make sure you guys, of course, tune into that. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get the last couple of transfer news done just before I end the stream. I'll get the last bits done. If there's anything that you guys want to say, get in the live chat, of course. Say your thoughts in the live chat. Any news you want to talk about, then yes. Get in the chat. I'm quickly just looking at some more news, of course. Before we do wrap up, let me just see. Oh yes, it's come out. Possible replacement for Kasper Schmeichel at Leicester City. Possible replacement. Martin Dubravka or David Raya could be a possible one. I personally think they're both solid goalkeepers, Dubravka and Raya. And I reckon they'll be fairly decent replacements for Kasper Schmeichel. I don't think they're on that Kasper Schmeichel level. I mean, I really do rate Kasper Schmeichel. I do rate Kasper Schmeichel a lot, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I think they're definitely decent replacements. So, they're not bad at all. It looks like Marseille and Galatasaray want Ndombele from Tottenham. Lo Celso, Sergio Reguilon, and Harry Winks look to be wanting to leave Tottenham. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. They don't really get the game time they want. Brighton. Oh, this is interesting. If Brighton can get this person, then it'll be a really good deal for them, in my opinion. Brighton wants Angelino from RB Leipzig. The left back from RB Leipzig, Angelino, could be in contact with signing for Brighton. If that deal happens for Brighton, in my opinion, that's massive. Angelino's great down that left-hand side. I think he can support the left midfielder very well as well. I really do rate Angelino. To be honest with you. So if Angelino gets that deal and goes to Brighton, then I think that's massive for Brighton. I think that's absolutely huge for Brighton if they can get that Angelino deal done. I think it'd be great if they do. I think 100% be great if Brighton can sign Angelino. I kind of want to see Angelino in the Prem because, I do rate Angelino. I think he's a great player. So, yeah, I would like to see him in the Prem. And for someone like Brighton, that would definitely be a good addition to the squad for them. 100%. Hello, Marty Talks Racing. Losing a spot at the Champions League has really affected Man United's transfer window. Yeah, it has. It has because the whole thing going on with Cristiano Ronaldo, him wanting out, the whole thing going on with us struggling to sign Jong as well. He doesn't really want the deal at United, so yeah, it's been a real hard transfer window for United. It's been a really hard transfer window for us. We clearly are really struggling to be getting this stuff done. But the whole thing is though, I think we spent way too much time on some deals, like the De Jong and Anthony one. Why just not move on? I don't want to get Ruben Neves or Yuri Tillemans. Yes, and I think of course, everyone who works for United would of course, much prefer Frankie de Jong to Ruben Neves and Yuri Tillemans. Obviously, I think that's fairly obvious, of course. I think, but I think that we could have just gone for someone else, though, like another top-class centre midfielder. I haven't got any names at the top of my head for who one pops in my head who has been linked to us a bit in the past. I believe in N'Golo Kante. I mean, Kante's been linked with us in the past. I mean, obviously, if he stays at Chelsea, he gets that Champions League football, though. So I agree. But again, though, we need to at least be strengthening the squad in some areas, quite a lot of areas, no matter what. I mean, if we really do want to get Champions League, then yes, fine. Let's see if we can go. Let's see if we can get Ruben Neves. Let's see if we can try and get that Yuri Tillemans deal. Because even thinking about it more, if we want to try and get even both of those two, this could affect us this time next year. Because at this moment in time, personally, for me, I don't think we're going to get top 4 for next season. Because we're not bringing in any additions. If we don't get top 4, we'll be in the exact same situation that we're in this time next year. We'll be trying to hunt these big players down and want to bring them in, but they're not going to want to come because we won't be in the Champions League, and they won't want to, and simply they won't want to be it. They simply won't want to come. Some players might be wanting out, not just Cristiano Ronaldo. I reckon he's going to leave at the end of his contract, which is at the end of next season anyway. You never know. Bruno might be wanting out. There'll be a few players wanting out if we don't get Champions League, and that thing does worry me. I mean, I have huge belief in Erik ten Hag, but it's just we haven't brought in the additions that we need, really. I think we 100% need more squad depth. 100%. Players tire out. Players can tire out easily. We've got the World Cup coming up. Players are going to be knackered because of that. We need more squad depth in this team. Simple as. We need more squad depth. And with the World Cup this season as well, around that Christmas period time, like November, December, players are going to tire out easily. They're going to be so active. It's going to be a massive pain. It's going to be a massive pain, especially with that as well. So I'm really worried for Manchester United coming into this season. I'm really worried, to be honest with you. I'm really worried. Oh, God. And we'll be in the exact same situation that we're in now this time next year, which is just horrible to think of. It's just not good. It's not good at all. Yes. But yeah, it's annoying me just going on about United. Every time I talk about it at the moment, it just makes me think of just horrible things. I just found something. Chelsea are working on a Fofana deal. Chelsea want Fofana from Leicester. I mean, the Chelsea are really working on wanting to get this. They're really honestly working on wanting to get this centre back and work on this defence. Personally, I don't think that this Fofana deal will happen. They've already got Koulibaly. I reckon that there's more chance to get Cucurella than Wesley Fofana. And Man United's Anthony moves completely off the agenda. Yes, that's not happening. That's what I thought. It definitely end at some point, of course, that deal. Question is, will Lukaku succeed at Inter again? He probably will. I reckon outside the Prem's probably best for Romelu Lukaku, even though he is only on loan, though. Just looking at more things. But yeah, guys, I'll probably be ending in the next 5 minutes or so. So just get in the live chat, get your final transfer rumours or something in that we can talk about just before we end. I'll be ending in 5 to 6 minutes time. Something like that. Yeah. No, not that. Yeah, so it did come out from Gary Neville that De Jong's it's literally he's ruled out United. De Jong's literally ruled out United, and he either wants Barca or Chelsea. Staying at Barca or moving to Chelsea. If only we got Champions League. But yeah, it's just the owners which are the problems, really. It's the owners which are the problems, and the chairman and everything which are the problems, because we're not able to sign these players, and yeah, it's not good. Okay, right. So Newcastle for James Madison, they had that £40 million deal rejected. Newcastle have added 10 million to that, so now it's 50 million. They want James Maddison for 50 million. I personally think James Maddison's worth 50 million. I think that's his I think that should be his set price tag. Whether Leicester want him to go or not, though, is another thing. They might even want more. I think though, but thinking about it, Leicester, they've done nothing in this transfer window whatsoever. Leicester, they've done absolutely nothing. Leicester have literally just been clueless in this whole transfer window. If Leicester, it does make me think, Leicester, they've done nothing. Maddison's one of Leicester's top players who they literally just can't afford to go. Leicester, I believe, are going to wanting to hang on to James Maddison. If there's a right price tag, though, then I reckon he could possibly go. But does James Maddison want out of Newcastle? Out of Leicester, sorry. I mean, as I said earlier on in the video, I said I'd much rather go to Newcastle than stay at Leicester. If it was me, I'd rather that happen. Because I think Leicester are kind of going on a little bit of a downfall at the moment, and Newcastle are really seriously building up a lot. So, yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, United. But this is the thing, though. United looking to sell 6 defenders before the transfer window closes. We need squad depth, guys. We need squad depth. Selling 6 players it's not gonna help matters whatsoever. Especially, again, as I said, even if we sell 6 defenders, with the amount of squad depth that we need, with the World Cup especially coming up this Christmas time, or this November, you need squad depth. And this is a key season for squad depth, and we're not getting that at United. I know, we want to clean out the dead wood, but... Oh, Christ. Oh, wait, I've just seen something. I don't actually know this. Former Manchester United and Arsenal forward Alexis Sanchez has terminated his Inter Milan contract to become a free agent, with Marseille interested in him. Alexis Sanchez, I honestly feel bad for him. He's really just screwed up his career. Ever since signing for us, he's literally just been screwed. He should have stayed at Arsenal if he wanted to really succeed. I mean, I just had that feeling he'd flop at United, and he did. Then he went to Inter, nowhere near the same player he was at Arsenal. Now he's going to Marseille, which not good for him at all. Chelsea are hijacking so much deals this summer. Even though they had that Koundé deal hijacked by Barcelona, but Chelsea are literally just hijacking so much deals. They're hijacking that De Jong deal. They're hijacking that Cucurella deal from City. So yeah, that Chelsea are literally hijacking so much. They're trying to get as much business done as possible, really. I mean, fair play to them. Fair play. They're doing everything. They're doing what they need to do. So fair play, especially since they got the new owners as well. Even though Roman Abramovich, I rated him as an owner, I thought he was a very good owner. I mean, he of course had to give it up after what happened with that whole Ukraine situation, Russia and stuff. But yeah, still going on now though, obviously. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'll be wrapping up. Get your final thoughts in. I'll be probably checking transfers just one more time or something like that. I'll be going one more time checking. Get your final chats in, because I'll be ending the stream. Then I will be back around. I'll be back around about 7:45 tonight for the Cambridge versus Millwall watch on. So if you guys want to chat then obviously feel free to tune into that, of course. We can be talking about transfers and everything during that stream. Should be interesting. But yeah, get your final thoughts in the chat and everything to do with transfer rumours and everything. Any transfer window, any transfer rumour, any player you want to talk about, pin the chat now, guys, and then we can talk about it. But I'll just get, because I'm about to end, but I'll just get my final windows in now. Yeah, Leeds have signed some youngsters up on some new contracts. What's the biggest transfer news that's come out today, in my opinion? Probably, I just think it's the whole thing with Leicester and Kasper Schmeichel and James Maddison possibly leaving. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel's definitely leaving, but James Maddison. I mean, he's been linked to leave for years, though. He was linked with like Arsenal last year, and now this year he's linked with Newcastle. But I think it's definitely best that he does leave Leicester, though. At some point, he definitely does. They're literally on a massive downgrade, so fair enough, he leaves. Anyway, guys, I am going to be wrapping it up here. Thank you all for watching this video of King Holes. Speak to you all at about 7:45 tonight. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Speak to you all tonight. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.